Well, hello. Come on in. You caught me. I'm a little busy trying to get this little thing shined up a little bit. Got to put some pressure on it. In order to get it to shine, I need to put some pressure to make it shine real good. How's that looking? Looking good? More pressure? More friction? Okay. I'm trying to get this to shine so that I can show it off. I can't wait. Oh. Well, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing great. I hope you are doing great. What was that? Yes, we are starting a brand new theme today. Today's the day. I'm getting this shined up first, and then we can jump into our new theme. You can't wait? You can't wait? Okay, let's just jump into it then. Are you ready? I can't stop shining this stuff because I want it to be just perfect. I want it to be just perfect. Well, listen to this. A gem cannot be polished without friction. That's what I was putting on it. A gem cannot be polished without friction. I was putting a little friction on it just to polish it up a little bit. But it says, nor a man or woman perfected without trials. Oh. Didn't expect me to say that, did you? Just like this gem can't be polished without a little friction, neither can we be perfected in our lives without trials. So we begin our new theme today, and our new theme has to do with tests, trials, and tribulation. That's our theme. Tests, trials, and tribulations. Have you ever heard people say, well, I've been doing everything right. I've been following the Lord. I've been fasting and praying and giving and loving my neighbor and obeying the Lord. I've been doing everything right. And Lord, behold, difficulty comes into my life. Trials come. Trouble comes into my life. I've been doing everything just right. But I find myself in the midst of heavy trials. And then you begin to ask yourself these questions. What did I do wrong? Did I not do enough? Why has God allowed these things to happen to me? Does he really care about me? And then you begin to question yourself, am I really saved? You know, trials, tests, tribulation, every person on earth goes through those. Every person on earth goes through those. And the Lord knew we would be going through them, so therefore there are many scriptures that helps us to deal with tests, trials, and tribulations. So throughout this week, that's what we're going to dive into. We are going to dive into how to deal with these tests, trials, and tribulations. Let me give you a scripture to hold on to. And it says in James chapter 1, verse 2, it says, count it all joy, brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds. Trials of various kinds. Well, we've got to look into that this week, because I was thinking that it would stop at just trials, but it's saying trials of various kinds. That means more than just one kind. And then James chapter 1 verse 12 says this, "Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trials. For when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised those who he loves." Well, these scriptures help us a little bit. It helps us to know that God is aware that we're going through difficulties, and now he is providing for us some assistance. Do you want some assistance? Yes, when we go through trials, it's designed for a purpose. One of the purposes for trials is to build godly character within us. It's to strengthen our faith, and it's to make us wiser, make wiser choices. It is to help us to be more confident inside and outside. Well, just like God knows that we are going to face tests, trials, and tribulation, so does the adversary know that. And he will use that to his advantage. The adversary is always trying to trip us up. And his main motivation is to get us not to be aligned with God himself. His motivation is to tackle us, to get us down, to get us in a bad spirit, to hinder us. His main goal is to hinder us and to hinder our spiritual growth and to keep us in bondage to fear. We talked about fear. The adversary is doing all that he can do so that we will not be blessed by God himself, bringing about confusion. Well, as we go through this whole subject matter of tests, trials, and tribulations, we will learn that God is ever on our side. Now, I want you to remember this as we go through all of these things, because maybe some of you are going through some things right now. You're in the midst of some tests, some trials, and some tribulations. And, tribulation is just deep, deep problems. Maybe some of you are going through some of those things now. I want you to remember this, even as we go through this study together, these devotions together. This is going to be our personal bottom line statement. Something that we need to always remember, no matter what we read, no matter what emotions come up, we need to remember this. We have the victory. That's it. No matter what trial comes, or test, or difficulties, or tribulation, we already have the victory. Now, you need to keep that in mind. No matter what's all around you, even now, you have the victory. Well, I'm excited about this week because I think the Lord is going to help us understand and grow in this area, because our lives will always be confronted with issues, with tests, with some difficulties. Our lives will always be confronted with those. It will never be free, as they say, on a flowery bed of ease where nothing ever happens. No. So just remember, right there where you are, no matter what you're faced with, no matter what you're going through today, no matter what tests you're going through, what your trial is, he is ever present right there. He has not left you alone. You're not in it by yourself. No, you're not in it by yourself. He is walking this road along with you. Yes, I would want a flowery bed of ease, but that was not on my list of options for living the Christian life. It was nowhere present. In order for me to get stronger, I must allow him to take me through the difficulties. Just like we read in Psalm 23, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for what? Thou art with me. He is with us. He is with you as you go through whatever you're faced with. Well, let me sing this hymn for you today, a wonderful hymn that talks about the presence of God, that he is with us moment by moment. Oh, we are kept by his love today. Listen to this great hymn.
moment, oh Lord.
good news for us today that we belong to him. And since we belong to him, he's going to be with us through every aspect of our lives. The good times, the bad times, the times of trouble, the times of sickness, the times of whatever. He is with us moment by moment. Well, as we walk throughout this week, let's plan to grow. Let's plan to grow in our godly character. Let's build our faith up. It's almost like we're going to be in boot camp, getting stronger and stronger and stronger so that we can face whatever we need to face, knowing that we have the victory. Well, may God bless you. May he keep you strong, safe, and healthy. And I look forward to seeing you again. When will that be? Tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody. I will see you tomorrow.